Man City beat Red Star Belgrade by 3 goals to 1. Yep, Man City have come back from 1-0 down to beat Red Star Belgrade by 3 goals to 1. When Red Star scored, this is what I tweeted. I was like, get in. I was so happy, that Red Star scored. They played brilliantly in the first half. They played in the 5-3-2. They were defensive. Man City had about 50 chances to go 1-0 up, 2-0 up, 3-0 up. Haaland hit the bar. Bernardo Silva had chances. Rodri had a chance. Listen, Ake had a chance. It was saved by the keeper. Man City had about 100 chances in the first half. They missed so many chances, and then Red Star Belgrade hit them on a counter attack. Osman Bakari put them 1-0 up. And me personally, as a neutral, I'm like, get in. Right? The champions are losing. Obviously, in the back of my head, I know for a fact Man City are going to come back and win this game. Why? Because they're stronger than Red Star Belgrade. They've got better players than Red Star Belgrade, and they're just it's just Man City, So yeah. So obviously, yeah. Obviously, Red Star score. And obviously, I'm excited. I'm buzzing. I'm like, oh my god! Surely Man City won't lose. Surely. And I was right. Man City did not lose. They came back to win 3-1. They came back to win 3-1. Which is amazing. Yo, a big up to Jamie. Jamie, what you saying, brother? Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Thank you for tuning in. Man City won 3-1, which is amazing for them. They start their title defense, their Champions League defense, the treble winners start their title defense with a massive 3 points against Crvena Zvezda, or as everyone knows them, Red Star Belgrade. Yeah, good win for Man City. Good win for Man City. Now, let's move on to Newcastle United. Earlier on, Newcastle United and AC Milan drew 0-0. Sandro Tonali facing his old club. Right? Sandro Tonali facing his old club. Right? And you know what? They did well, AC Milan again has so many chances. Right? Newcastle have chances themselves. But, I think a 0-0 draw is fair. I think they both have similar play styles, to be fair. I haven't seen the highlights, so I'll watch all the highlights of all the games, after the stream. But yeah, 0-0 is a fair result. I think if you ask any Newcastle fan, would you take a 0-0 draw in your first ever Champions League game after 20 years wait? They will bite your hand off. They will say yes. Even Alan Shearer tweeted it. A 0-0 draw is perfect. Let me just find the tweet. Quickly so I can show you guys. Alan Shearer did tweet something about this game here. I'm just having a look right now. Listen, any Newcastle fan would be happy with a 0-0 draw at San Siro, their first game in the Champions League after a 20-year hiatus. Listen, Newcastle fans, you know what? You did well. You held your own. Tonali, yeah, he played all right. Here's the tweet. Here's the tweet that I was talking about that Alan Shearer has put out. Right, let's have a look at what Alan Shearer has said. So Alan Shearer said this. He said the following: "Take a point all day, work their nuts off. Good job, Milan. Had nothing up front. Take a point. He'll take a point all day. He'll take a point all day. Newcastle did well. They held their own. You know, they held their own. They did brilliantly. It's a fair play to them. Fair play to Newcastle United for holding their own. For drawing this game 0-0. And can this steer them on now? Can they? Well, let's see who they have next in the Champions League. Let's have a look. They've got PSG in their group. They've got Dortmund as well in their group. So it's some people say it's a group of death, but listen. If they can perform like this against PSG and keep Mbappe out and hold them to a draw, well, never know. This is football, right? Let's check who Newcastle have next. Right, let's have a look. I'm sure it's either PSG at home or it's probably Dortmund away or something like that. Let me just have a look. And then I'll share my screen after. Just give me 2 seconds. So, Newcastle. Yes. Here it is. 4th of October. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, here it is. Let me share my screen now. 4th of October, Newcastle United host Paris Saint-Germain, Mbappe FC, Ousmane Dembele. Newcastle got a job on their hands. Keeper Mbappe. Project Stop Mbappe. Stop Dembele. Stop PSG. Full stop. This game is going to be a mad one. The first game in Champions League at St. James's Park. This is a massive test. A massive, massive test. I expect PSG to win at least 2-0. But listen, Newcastle, if they can stay in the game, right, and just keep Mbappe at arm's length, keep Dembele at arm's length, and take their chances, which obviously they will have because PSG will give you chances, right? But I think Newcastle at the most can get a point. I don't expect them to win. I do expect them to lose, but if they get a point out of this, amazing. It'll be amazing for them, It will be absolutely amazing if they can get something out of this game against PSG. PSG are a good team, obviously. Mbappe, Dembele. They've also signed Randall Colomwani as well, right? PSG got a decent side, Obviously, they haven't won Champions League ever, Maybe this year is their year. Maybe this year is their year, right? Maybe this year is their year, right? Let's have a look at all the results now, just to finish off and wrap up this show. Would people please do like and subscribe? Okay, please like and subscribe, people. Road to 200 subs. Make sure you subscribe, people. Really, really helps the channel. Okay, so Milan 0, Newcastle 0, Young Boys losing 3-1 to RB Leipzig, PSG 2, Dortmund 0, Shakhtar Donetsk losing 3-1 to Porto, Manchester City, the European champions, the treble winners, coming from 1-0 down against Crvena Zvezda. Osman Bukhari goal to win 3-1. A brace from Julian Alvarez and Rodri was enough to see off Crvena Zvezda. Lazio 1, Atletico Madrid 1. Lazio's goalkeeper scored in the 95th minute to secure a point against Atletico Madrid. Barcelona 5, Antwerp 0. What a beating Antwerp has just held. And last but not least, Celtic losing 2-0 away in the Netherlands to Feyenoord. Okay, tomorrow, we've got some tasty fixtures here. We've got Real Madrid against Union Berlin, Galatasaray against Copenhagen, Bayern Munich against Man United, Benfica against RB Salzburg, Braga against Napoli, my club Arsenal, we're back Champions League. We're back in the Champions League. Let's fucking come on. We're back in Champions League. We're back in the big time. Arsenal are back. We're back in the UCL. We're back in the Champions League. We're back in the big time. We face PSV. We face PSV at home in our first game in 7 years. Braga hosts Napoli. Obviously, Sevilla hosts Lens. Real Sociedad hosts Inter Milan. Those are the fixtures tomorrow in the second half of the Champions League first group stage games. Honestly, I'll be back tomorrow for the match reaction. Arsenal against PSV. Can the Gunners, can Declan Rice and co get off to the best start possible and get their first 3 points in their return to the champions? Come on, boys, we've got this. People, make sure you like and subscribe. Alright.